lined up for you. The game drive, sundowner, dinner at the park, tree planting. Oh, tell me you're ready. Karibu sana. We are excited to see you all. I know most of you have not seen each other since the last convention. Karibuni sana. Let's network, let's unwind, let's engage and learn from each other. Karibu sana to our convention.
Media disruption is a situation where media has realized that they are not the only people in town.
The biggest disruption right now is technology. So if you are not aligned with technology, then you are in for a greater shock.
That is the natural order of things. You might call it evolution.
It's now a common phrase, as you said, in media forums. You either adapt or die.
Kenya's media is one of the most diverse in Africa and continues to undergo significant transformation. Since the liberalization of the country's politics and economy in the early 1990s, the media has played a crucial role in improving governance and shaping public opinion. However, the media, which is predominantly privately owned, is facing serious disruptions which threaten its long-term sustainability. Challenges include a tightening political environment, deepening economic hardships, and fast-changing technological advancements. The Kenya Editors Guild has been calling for timely support for the media to enable it cope with these challenges.
We'll keep pushing for press freedom. You know, that's one of our key mandates as Kenya Editors Guild. And we call for the support from all our stakeholders to ensure that we, in this democratic country, you know, and space, that we are able to enjoy the rights guaranteed to us under the Constitution.
For 2 months, beginning June 2024, the government faced unprecedented youth-led demonstrations.
We had witnessed several cases of journalists being arrested. Those, many of them were injured as well during the Gen Z-led protests.
I was in the broadcast gallery when we had to stop to take another camera angle because there were live bullets and people are falling down. Protesters are falling down on camera. And you know that will be against our own regulations to show such a gory scene. Physical threats to journalists. We've seen them being beaten during the Gen Z protests to the extent that a journalist, a female journalist, was actually shot point blank on her legs by policemen who could clearly see that she's a journalist.
I had suffered a cut on my arm from the handcuffs. I had been slapped around, I had been punched around the ribs. I had a few bruises.
Veteran newspaper journalist and Kenya Editors Guild member Macharia Gaitho endured a harrowing abduction ordeal that unfolded in broad daylight.
Some two fellows came out from a car which was behind us, came and yanked open my door and tried to pull me out. And that is when I realized they had handcuffs, they were trying to handcuff me. That is when I realized they were policemen and they were trying to take me wherever they want to take me. They said it was mistaken identity, but I have never bought that. It could not be mistaken identity, because I think anybody who is anybody in security circles in Kenya knows me. They have my number, and that is what they were using to track me.
Media associations condemned these attacks and rallied their voices, calling on the government to respect and uphold press freedom. The Kenya Media Sector Working Group decried police brutality and called for the enhanced safety, security and respect of journalists.
Kila mwanahabari ana haki ya kuangazia habari na kufahamisha mwananchi kile ambacho kinaendelea bila ubaguzi wowote.
Why are you blocking media from accessing the press gallery? Yes. That is unacceptable.
We were very loud and very clear on attacks on journalists. We did issue strong statements condemning attacks on journalists. Immediately we we did the protest, we were able to do a meeting with the security officers, that is police, the senior police officers, just to find a way how well can journalists work in an environment that they are feeling safe during such events.
That was aimed directly at me.
Following the responsibility journalists have and the risks associated with the job, the welfare of journalists should be paramount and taken care of by media houses and government.
Welfare of journalists actually is at the core of our mandate. And we've been trying to engage media houses to see how they can address the pay problems in the media.
Government advertising spend should not be used for blackmail or to apply pressure on the media. Those are public funds, and like all other public funds, must be used in the most prudent, most cost